for me, it's been the pressure, I think, that I've put myself under to be a perfect parent. I think I feel like I'm responsible for everything, how they behave, how they're going to turn out, whether they're going to be healthy, whether they're going to enjoy life, whether they're going to be kind, whether they're going to do well at school. I think I felt like it's all been on me. Yeah. And that's just a ridiculous amount of pressure.
Carry.
Yeah, exactly.
Impossible to carry, actually.
It is, yeah. And you know me, I'm controlling. I like to micromanage, and I think I'm learning that I've got to let go of that, and actually they are who they are, and my job is to just kind of gently steer them through, but actually, you know, it's not all on me, and that's really quite liberating to kind of, there's knowing it and then there's knowing it. But
I think I sort of think of two hardest things. The hardest thing I think sometimes is you can't control what your child does, but you can't control how other people react to your child or how they treat your child. And that's really hard. I do try not to get involved at all, but your heart still hurts sometimes.
That's your lioness coming out.
Or maybe it is, but it hurts, doesn't it? It hurts more if someone hurts your child than if they're mean to you. But also I think the moments I found hardest in parenting, which are almost comical, at night time when your child is not able to sleep and they're kind of calling out every 5 minutes and you're going up and down the stairs and you're just thinking, I just want half an hour before I go to bed, and you're like getting in the room and you're going, yes darling, you're all right, oh I'm so sorry, and you're sympathising and empathising and doing all you can, but inside sometimes I end up with my head just on the bed, just kind of waiting and trying to compose myself. You don't want to obviously, you know, react in an angry way, and I certainly have on occasion, but that's really hard to kind of suppress your emotions when you're feeling exhausted and be a supportive and encouraging parent when your reserves are quite low.
No, I totally agree with both of you. I think, you know, the sort of the sensory overload sometimes that I get from my children, that what you were talking about, that kind of chaos, I find really, really challenging. I think the more I sort of go through parenting, the more I realise that I am actually really kind of sort of a bit of a sensory avoider myself. So
Me too.
I find that quite hard, and there have been times where I have literally had to get some like headphones and put them on because I just can't handle all the screaming and shouting. So I do find that I get quite overwhelmed when it's very, very noisy, and especially unpredictable noises. So I find that kind of chaos quite difficult to keep me kind of balanced. But also the kind of demands, what you were saying, I find that really hot, especially when you're tired. That sort of relentlessness of it is
to retain
tricky.
that sense of self as well,
Yeah.
which sometimes can, you know, easily be lost. You can end up being, you know, someone's parent, someone's partner more than you are yourself, and actually that's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I would also say, this has always been a bit of a challenge for me, is also because there's that people-pleasing tendency in me. So I think it's also letting go of other people's opinions of you and also your child. I sometimes find that difficult, meeting other people, meeting my own expectations of what I think parenting, and what sort of parent I should be, but also the perceived expectations, and sometimes they are perceived, they might not even be real, of others. You know, it's this impossible bar that I'm trying to reach sometimes, and just to remember to just relax, you know, that you don't have all of the control, that you need to surrender sometimes.
It's not all on us.
It's not all on us.